Hello everybody, Joe Tactical here again. In this video I just wanted to share with you a very valuable piece of gear. And this is the Fiskars folding handsaw. The model number on the blade is EA0411. I'm not exactly sure if Gerber makes a comparable one, seeing how they're sister companies. I don't know if they have basically the same saw but their name on it. I'm not exactly sure. Excuse me. I got this at Sears actually. It came with a pair of pruners for 20 bucks. So you basically get the saw for $10 and the pruner for $10. I think that you can find this saw by itself if you wanted to do that. I actually, got that set, and I gave Colleen Tactical, my girlfriend, I gave her the pruners that came with it because I mainly wanted the saw. If you've seen a few of my previous videos on like day pack stuff and the saw Viber, I think I mentioned a need for saws like this, and I want to get a few different kinds and find the one that best works for me, and then just probably stock up on whatever favorite one I find to be my favorite. Now that's just for that time, as gear improves and gets updated and stuff like that, better technology and everything. My favorites do sometimes change, but you never know what could be a classic and stand the test of time. So sorry about all the babbling and everything, but it's kind of a I don't know what you would call it, but I just refer to it as kind of a modified lockback design in comparison to some folding blades. Okay, you push this little gray lock here, and you pull the blade, and then it locks in. And then to close it, you push that gray lock, and then it's in there. I like that it's locked and it can't open on its own. Now that has its pros and cons. It's something that's a little difficult to get used to, because I know that, and even from time to time, if I want to mess with this thing, is I'll try to pull it out like some knives. But it's good because if you were going to put this in your pack, I'm not saying that lock won't fail, but it just keeps it a little tighter. So it would really be hard to get something even caught in the teeth of this. It would have to literally grab it and pull it just like my fingers are doing here. Has a lanyard hole, which of course I put a lanyard on this. Anytime I have a tool like this, I like to have a lanyard on it. If I don't want to use it, I don't have to, but you never know what situation you might be in and have to use that. Alright, now it does have the logo. I don't know if you can make that out there, but it's got the logo on this gray hinge circular portion here, and it's a pretty good saw. It's you got to remember, it's a $10 saw, and the blade's not really too thick. That's probably a 1/16 of an inch, and it's got some flexibility to it. But if you're going for lightweight, this is a pretty good option if you wanted something minimal. This weighs about the same weight as a saw Viber, but it's a little bit more compact. So if you're going for a very small kit setup, this would work out well. Even though it's the same weight, again, it's a more compact design. Is the saw Viber a little bit more capable for heavier tasks? Yeah. So it depends on what you're trying to do. It does have the cross tooth design, so it cuts on the forward stroke as well as the pullback stroke, and I like that a lot. Now let's check out the blade here, just to give you an idea. The overall part of the blade is about 8 1/4, 8 3/8, give or take. Now I don't know if some of you will find this to be important at all, but this is about 1 1/4 at the thickest point, and then the thinnest point is, just say, 1/2 inch. Alright, now the handle itself is about 10 inches. And I'll actually close that, seeing how that'll be the pack size. Alright. Now we're looking at 10 1/4. You know what? Just say 10 1/2. Say 10 1/2. If you were going to slide this into a sleeve, 11 would be really good. But, you know, it all depends on what you're trying to do. And the widest point actually looks like the belly of the handle and then the belly of the blade. That seems to be the widest point. So we're going to measure that at, what is that? 2 1/8. So let's say if you were going to put this in something, it would be nice to have something that was 2 1/2 wide, maybe an inch deep. Yeah, it's 3/4 inches thick. So I would say, you know, 2 1/2 wide, an inch deep, and 11 inches high would be a nice compartment size. Now granted, if it's in a pocket in a pack or something, it doesn't have to slide all the way down, obviously, but I'm just trying to give you that measurement so that way you can figure out with your kit if it can fit, because that's kind of why I got this even after I got the Softgrip, is because I wanted something that was even smaller, even though it's not lighter or it's around the same weight comparatively, it's still smaller size. You know, it's probably about 3 or 4 inches, give or take, shorter than the Softgrip or something like that, and it's definitely more of a slim design in every aspect. And really for $10, and not to keep comparing to the Softgrip, but the Softgrip is a perfect backwoods saw. Okay, it's very lightweight and very capable, but it's 35 bucks. This is 10. This has a lifetime warranty, and the Softgrip has a lifetime warranty. There's other saws out there too. I know Gerber makes a nice pocket saw. It's probably similar to this. I haven't had any experience with that. I'm not a Gerber fan. I don't have anything against them, but I'm just not a Gerber fan. Excuse me. But this is a really nice saw, and you know, for $10 you really can't go wrong. So I hope this helped you guys, and also I'm very into compact saws and other compact tools that, you know, take up little space but have big capabilities. So if you guys could suggest any saws or any other type of tools like that to me, I'd be very appreciative. And it's like I always say, let's all learn from each other. So thank you very much for watching. Joe Tactical out.